What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is Timeless Rocket coming at you, and in this video we have a doozy for you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna talk like that the whole time, but I will say this: when YouTubers do that, it's kind of annoying. Oh yeah, make sure you like and subscribe the video. So basically, this guy that I found in my recommended, I will say, he was inspired to, well, let's just say he was inspired by the movie American Psycho.
Smarts are cause tree marks for a reason. People either have or they don't. People around here don't.
So obviously this guy is a stone cold killer, but no, seriously, it's pretty dark and it's, really sad that this guy went down this path. It's totally avoidable. Please reach out to people around you, whether that be your counselors at school or your parents or somebody that you know who's dear to you. Let's just avoid this at all costs, right? But this is the cost. This is the cost of having the freedom of speech that we have. This guy takes whatever he can and uses it to do the things that he wants to do without any regard for anyone else. It's psycho. He's a psycho. He wants to be a psycho. I want to point out, though, he starts to talk in this weird accent that he's making up, and it makes him sound like Mark from YMS. Remember that guy, Mark from YMS?
If I want someone to even, decide that I want them to, maybe like them or do a favor for them,
I'm a froggy. Ribbit, ribbit.
I do that all the time for people.
I chose my path, you choose the...
I cover for my friends all the time.
I cover for my friends all the time. I really can't stand this dude. It's like, dude, I'm so glad he is, facing the repercussions of his actions, because, he should have gone to jail alone for doing that voice. Am I right? Come on. So, but yeah, I started to kind of look into American Psycho a little bit because it's kind of interesting, right? There's this thing that I heard about how Christian Bale was inspired for the character, and he said that he was inspired by Tom Cruise. In one of the interviews that Tom Cruise did, Christian Bale was basically like, oh yeah, I was looking at Tom Cruise and the lifelessness behind his eyes and the intensity of him. And I was just like,
you know what? That's fair.
That's acting, right? Like, who's the biggest psycho out there right now? Well, Tom Cruise. Just act like him. There's your character.
The messages are cause for suspicion, to say the least.
Hey, look, Corpse Bride. I love that movie. Kind of weird that, he owns that, but I will say, it's pretty obvious that he likes violent movies, yeah, so I'm done talking about him. I don't want to talk about him anymore. I want to talk about Christian Bale.
Tell them exactly what they want to hear.
Joining me now to talk about that, Christian Bale. His portrayal of Patrick Bateman is the latest in a career that has included such films as Empire of the Sun.
What are you looking at? Honestly, your weird dead eyes. They are weird. Super weird. It's so funny.
Seriously though, look at this man's piercing gaze. This is one of those really rare videos where I talk about Christian Bale's really piercing gaze.
Yeah, but you know what? It just goes to show you, though, that you read that scene in a book and you might imagine certain people playing it, but when it's actually played out and it's visualized for you, it has a different sting to it. There's something funnier. The ominous music, the editing shifts. I don't know. I really did not think initially when I wrote that scene that it was you know, one of the funnier scenes. But when I see it in the movie, I still even now just totally crack up at it.
I mean, to me, it was one.
I can't believe that Bryce prefers Van Patten's card to mine.
The weirdest thing about this whole deal that I'm talking about right now is that the real psycho here is actually this author. I mean, look at him. Look at the way he's looking at the camera right now. I mean, he's scaring me. Like, I don't want to know what's behind his cold, dead eyes. They always calling me author, but I ain't write no MF book. Oh yeah, while I'm on the topic, have you seen this Bill Maher clip? Not only does Bill Maher know everything there is to know about religion and politics, but he also knows about Mean Girls too.
It's, Vivek, he reminds me so much of that character from Mean Girls. He's like a true academic, high achieving, nice guy.
Which girl?
Have you ever seen Mean Girls?
Of course.
Mathletes.
Okay, right.
Okay, right. Yeah, I know mathletes. Me and Sam Harris debate it all the time. You people.
You one of those people? Who thinks you're one of those people? You're not, okay?
Well, that looks like it's it for me, folks. This has been my recommended YouTube videos that I've watched within the past week. Thank you very much for tuning in, folks. Hearing what I got to say about American Psycho and Bill Maher and all this stuff goes hand in hand sometimes. Anyway, you people take care. Okay. Bye.